Hello, my name is Ann Earle, and I'm one of the research and instruction librarians here at the Thomas Tredway Library at Augustana College. This video is designed to give you a very brief introduction to some of the many resources and services that we have access to here at the library, and also to let you know that we are here to provide help if and when you need it. If you find yourself exploring our tools and our website and you have additional questions, please feel free to reach out for help. You can find information about how to do that by clicking on Contact Us. You'll see a few different options here. Under Contact Us, you'll find general library phone numbers, email addresses to ask questions about book returning, research help. Library hours can always be found under this link as well as in this box on the homepage. And by clicking on the staff directory, you'll find a little bit more about who we are and the different areas of the college that we serve. So each of us describes a little bit about what we do and also will tell you which departments we are responsible for. So if you're taking a class in a certain area, you can reach out and find your specific research and instruction librarian, find email addresses, phone numbers, our offices, as well as links to all of the research guides that we have created for our subject areas. To return to the homepage, there are a few things on the homepage I want to point out before we dive into a little bit of research. These circles were designed to be the focus of the homepage. So we pulled out the things that we find students often need to access most often. So you'll find links to a journal search. If you have the title of a newspaper, magazine, or journal, you can click there, search the title, and find out how to access that publication. If you're looking for a specific database, you can find that under A to Z resources. And again, research guides, these are organized by subject, the guides that were created by each research and instruction librarian to serve particular subject areas, majors, or classes. So let's dive into a little bit of research. The best way to get started is just by coming to the library homepage and typing a search into our search box. So let's say we were doing some research about the author and activist James Baldwin. I'm just going to type his name right here in the search box. Now, since I am searching a person's name and I know that this is his specific name, there are other people named James and other people with the last name Baldwin, you can use quotation marks to indicate that you want the search to contain these words together as a phrase. That also works if you were searching something that has a specific name or title like the Affordable Care Act or, again, another author or artist's name. Before we run our search, let's take a look at what we will be searching. So the default is to look for library holdings and articles. Library holdings just means the things that we physically have here in the library. So that would be books, DVDs, other kinds of physical resources that we hold here in our building. And articles is every article in all of the databases that we have access to. So this search is quite broad, and I'm comfortable with that because I'm going to show you how to use the limiters to narrow a bit. But just know that there are other options here. If you wanted only books or only articles, or if you wanted books not just in the Tredway Library, but also throughout the state of Illinois, you could click on iShare Libraries to request that things be sent to you. So let's try this search and see what happens. Okay, so we have about 5,500 results, and I'm seeing a lot of things, everything from books that are here at the Thomas Tredway Library to articles that are found in our databases and our online journal subscriptions. So let's say that we were wanting to start by finding a book in our collections. So to narrow just to things that we have here in the Tredway Library holdings, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to choose held by Augustana College. There is a little limiter box down here. Let me move my circle so you can see that. And then also I'm going to choose books as well and apply those two filters. Okay, so now we see that all of the results are things that are available at Thomas Tredway Library. You'll notice that it says that it's available, and it also tells you what floor of our building you would go to find that book, and it also gives you the call number. If you are new to the Library of Congress classification system, this number might look kind of long and confusing. This might be a time to reach out for help if you are in the library building and you're you're not quite sure how to go about finding a book, please feel free to come up to the second floor to our main desk and ask for help. We're always happy to come down or up and help you find a book within our stacks. Once you find a book to check out, you can just grab it. Your student ID card is your library card as well, and we can handle that for you at the main desk on the second floor as well. Okay, so that's how you would go about finding a book here in our library. But let's say that the books that we have here just aren't sufficient, or you'd like to see what else might be out there. You can always edit your search, change the things you're searching to not just adjusting the things that you're using as your search terms, but also the areas and the collections that you're searching. So I'm going to change this to all iShare libraries. The I in iShare stands for Illinois. So this will be searching all of the libraries in the state of Illinois. Let's notice first that we have 96 results for our Augustana Tredway Library. And now let's search all of the libraries in the state of Illinois. It will be quite a few more. All right, we have 1,500 nearly results about books about James Baldwin in the state of Illinois. So let's say that you find something that you would like to request from a different library. Let's just pick this book, James Baldwin, written in 1978. Let's see which libraries own it. So it's not owned by Augustana, but you do see that it is owned by several libraries throughout the state of Illinois. What you can do then is go ahead and sign in. When you sign in here, this is just your Augustana ID and password, the same thing that you would use to log into your Gmail. So now we've signed in, and you would click Request from iShare. The system will automatically choose a location for your request that's going to be a nearby library, and it will default to something that will get you the book fastest. I have a slow internet connection right now, but normally a pop-up window would pop up and it would say, do you want to request this? You would scroll down, indicate that you're picking it up from our Thomas Tredway Library, and just click submit. When that goes through, here we go. When that goes through, you will get an email that tells you that the book is ready for you to come pick up at the main desk on the second floor of the Tredway Library, and you would just come and check it out like you would check out any other book. So I won't click send request because I don't actually want this book, but this is what we would do. There is no limit. You can request as many books as you like. Often the checkout periods are a little bit shorter than what we would have for our books in our collection, but you can typically renew those books if you need to. Okay, let's go back to our results. And instead of looking for books this time, let's look for articles. So now we're looking for articles across many of our databases that are about James Baldwin. So again, we have a lot of results here. This is more than you would want to just search through. If at any point you feel like you want to narrow your search, you can always add words to your search bar if you'd like to do that. Let's add something like activism and see if we're able to narrow our results a little bit that way. So now we're down to, 78 results. So just by adding one word that might fit our research topic a little bit better, we are able to focus our search quite a bit. And let's say now that we would like to find something that is a peer-reviewed article. So we would go over to the left side, click peer review. There's lots of other options available here. It also tells you a little bit more about the kind of articles that you're looking for. When you click peer reviewed, it's going to get rid of things like newspaper articles because newspapers aren't typically peer reviewed. But you can, if you'd like, do additional work over here to narrow by specific types of action, perhaps, or if you need to find different languages, you can narrow by language. There are a lot of different options about the way that you can narrow your search. So please explore these results that are on the left, these options that allow you to focus your research a little bit more. So now we have 27 results for peer-reviewed articles about James Baldwin's activism. You'll notice that most of these have these links that say that they are available online. When you click that link, it will take you to this screen that shows you some links to get to that article online. Something to pay attention to is the fact that we will often specify which years are available of each journal, each database. So you do need to pay attention to when the article was published, the one that you want. So this one is from 2018, and it tells me that my subscription starts in 1993, but the most recent 4 years are not available. So you do have to do a little bit of math in your head. So it's right now when I'm recording this, it's 2023. So I would need to subtract 4 years, which tells me that 2019 would be the cutoff. But this article was published before then in 2018. So I should be good because it's between 1993 and 2019. So I should be able to click on this link and get to the full text of this article. Sometimes these don't work exactly how we want them to. Again, if you have any issues or concerns trying to access the full text of an article, please reach out for help. That is the kind of thing that librarians and our staff at the library are always happy to help you with. Should you have an article where you already know the citation information, perhaps your professor gave you a citation, or maybe you have an article in front of you and you're trying to find the citations based on the references list from an article that you really like or something that you found in a book, a footnote maybe. Again, you can type anything in this search box. So if you have a specific article title, I don't have one in front of me, so I'm just going to type specific article title. And again, I'd be using quotes because I'm looking for that certain article. You can use OneSearch to find specific articles as well, not just do keyword searches or topic searches. If you are ever in a situation where we don't have access to an article, you can request anything through interlibrary loan. It's a little bit different than the iShare system, which is for books. This system is called ILLiad, and we typically use it for articles. So you can find that system either through this ILL request right here in our search page, or from the library homepage, you can also access interlibrary loan by clicking on this circle here. This is a little bit different. So you do need to create an account if you are going to be using our interlibrary loan system for articles. So we do have information about iShare, which again is for books, but ILL is for articles. So click submit or view. If you have not used this yet, you do need to create an account for yourself. So you would need to click first time users and go through and fill out the form, everything that has a red star by it. But once you are all set up in the system, you can log in. It's prompting me to change my password, but I can still show you these options over here on the left. So if you're requesting an article, you would click New Request Article, and it would take you to a form where it will show you different places where you can fill out the title of the article, the author, the year it was published, the page numbers that you would find that article on, and hit submit. This is all electronic, so typically you'll get articles that you request within 72 hours or so, perhaps slower over the summer and during breaks, but we do try to get articles to people as quickly as possible. So let's return to the library homepage. I hope that this short video has given you a quick introduction to some of the more commonly used tools. We've talked about how to find articles and books using our OneSearch on the library homepage. We've talked about how to request books through iShare, and we've also talked about how to request articles through interlibrary loan or ILLiad. If you have any questions about anything in the video or anything at all library related, again, please reach out to us. You can contact us through the staff directory, and we would always be happy to answer your emails or take a phone call or talk with you face to face. Thank you so much, and I hope that you have fun with your research and reach out for help when you need it.